learn how to grow lotus flower at your home. Lotus flower colors include white, red, pink, yellow, lavender, and blue. Blooming from early to late summer, they are one of the majestic aquatic plants you can grow. Subscribe and press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from urban gardening. You can start lotus from seed. Using a standard metal file, scrape the hard seed core to reveal the light colored core. Do not file any of the core away or else your seeds will not germinate. Filing away the outer coat will allow water to reach the core. You can also use hammer method to break the outer shell of the seeds. Hammer the seeds gently, just enough to break the outer coat. Take a transparent container so that you can see when the seeds start to sprout. Fill the container with 2 to 3 inch of topsoil. Now add 3 to 4 inch of normal water in it. Put seeds into the container. After a day of soaking, the seeds will swell to nearly twice their original size. Seeds will start to germinate after 3 to 4 days. Make sure to change the water after every 2 to 3 days. When you remove the seedlings to change the water, treat them with care as they are very delicate. Take a medium-sized tub or container. 15 to 25 inch diameter tubs with 8 to 15 inch depth are good for planting lotus. Any watertight rounded container with no holes is acceptable for growing lotus. Put 3 to 4 inches of cattle manure or compost into the tub. Now add 4 to 6 inches of topsoil or clay soil. Do not use potting soil as it is too light and will float and form when water is added, and the lotus tuber tend to float when planted in it. Buy a healthy tuber. A healthy tuber is usually firm to the touch with one or more growing tips for leaves and flowers. Dig a shallow trench across the top of the soil. Place your lotus tuber in the trench, being careful not to break or damage the growth tips. Embed your tuber slightly in the soil, then carefully weigh it down with more soil so that it won't float up to the surface of the water before it takes root. Now gently add 4 to 5 inches of water above the soil, being careful not to disturb the tuber. Do not bury the tuber completely in the soil as it will cause rot. Place the pot in a sunny location where it can receive a full day of sunlight. 5 to 6 hours of direct sunlight per day is ideal. Okay. After 10 to 15 days, small coin leaves will float on the surface of the water. They will begin the process of photosynthesis to help provide energy for the plants to grow. At this stage, birds will start to show up. During the first 60 to 80 days, only one or two birds will form as the plants are young and they are still establishing. Once your lotus gets established, you can fertilize every 3 to 4 weeks during the growing season with a balanced fertilizer for healthy plants and best blooms. Never fertilize your lotus until you have aerial leaves growing up out of the water. Fertilizing too early will kill your lotus. Lotus typically blooms during hot season. March to August is the best time for flowering. Blooms last for 3 to 5 days, then they moll. The process repeats through the remaining months of active growth. After every 3 to 4 weeks, fertilize lotus plants for healthy growth and heavy flowering. Keep 1 tablespoon NPK fertilizer in a piece of cloth, tie it properly with a rubber band. A balanced fertilizer is recommended for the best looking foliage and flower production. Now gently push down the bag into the soil of your potted lotus plant. Lotus is the national flower of India and plants can be easily grown at home. Lotus flowers have different colors such as white, pink, red, yellow, purple, and others. Add fertilizer once every 3 to 4 weeks, stopping in mid August. If you continue to fertilize your lotus past this point, it won't be able to prepare for dormancy during winter months. Check the water level of the lotus plant after every 3 to 4 days and add water as it evaporates. In early spring, when you spot the first sign of new growth, give your lotus new soil and return it to the original container.